Well, hello, my beautiful Virgo. Welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your singles love reading for mid-July right through to mid-August 2023. I've already cleansed your space and have meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares, and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about pretending to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings, I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram, or Patreon. I will never ask you for your credit card details, I will never ask for personal details, and I'll also never give you a cell phone number to call. So if anyone masquerading as me asks for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Virgo, this is your singles love reading. I'm going to get all of your cards first before I connect to an outcome. But just to make you aware, Venus will be going retrograde at the end of the month, okay? Now this means that the opportunity to find love will slow down. It may be a little bit more difficult than usual, but it does pick up pace in September. Now, I know that doesn't sound great. It's not impossible to find someone new at this time, but it does mean that you'll have to take the extra initiative to put yourself in a circumstance to meet someone new because of the planetary alignments. Now, if you're already talking to someone new and you're wondering where it's going to go, then you will see it slowly, organically evolve into something more serious, but it doesn't really get a label on it, shall we say, become a partnership until round about September, and it's the beginning of September as well, okay? So just so you're aware, it's not impossible, but just so you're aware, it can be a little bit slower in pace than usual. Now, I'm just going to go and get your overarching energy to see what is coming your way when it comes to love. And then I'm going to do a Celtic cross just to check in with the details of who and where you may meet this person. Now, thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Virgo? What do they need to know? Can you please guide them for their highest good? What are they meant to be aware of regarding their singles love life? Can you please guide them for their highest good? What are they meant to see? Now, I can definitely see that there is a loyal, loving partnership coming in for you. You're looking for something a little bit long-term. This is your protagonist energy, and you have the ring. You are someone who is looking for a commitment, and you are loyal and true blue, and you're looking for someone who is equally faithful, someone who is looking for the long term, someone who perhaps you can settle down with, have a partnership, marriage maybe even. I definitely see that you're calling someone in because you've got the star energy right at the end, which means you get your wish. You get what you desire. So I feel right now you are marriage material. So if you are looking for a partnership, I do feel that there is a high level commitment on the horizon for you. And I feel number 25, when you reduce it, 2 plus 5 is 7. 7 is the number of action. It's the Chariot card. It's about making progress, but it's also about taking the initiative or committing yourself to what you desire. Some of you may have been focusing on your projects, on your responsibilities, and you may have not had time to actually focus on love, but I do feel that you're starting to look at life like you don't want to waste any time, and you are thinking it's time to spend a little bit more time focusing on what you desire. So you may put yourself out there either on the dating scene, or you may actually, put yourself out there to do something that you love, and by extension you'll meet someone new. I'll check in with those details in a moment, but ultimately you're calling in a relationship, a long-term one. You may have had a little bit of bad luck in love, or you may have felt that there have been misconnections going on in your life, but I definitely see that your luck is changing when it comes to love. This is Clover, which means that there is a surprise on the horizon for you. It's in the resistance position, so it's like you got it in the reverse at first, but as we move into August, then the Clover goes into the upright, which means an unexpected meeting or opportunity to meet someone who is on the same level as you is going to be orchestrated by the universe. So you'll be in the right place at the right time to meet this person Remember, whatever and whoever is meant for you will never pass you by. So breathe, enjoy the process. Also, for some of you, you may have felt that perhaps love is not showing up for you, or it's never going to happen. But this is a card that indicates that taking the initiative gives you another opportunity at love. And I feel it's like out of the blue. I get the sense that you're about to meet someone where destiny puts you in the path of this person. And I feel it's right when you've got a choice in your life as well. Okay, so you may be making some major changes. You're in a transition period in your life, and there's a big choice you have to make in your life. As soon as you've made that choice, then the magic happens. Then you are put in the path to meet this person, is what they're showing me. Okay, now you do have the fork in the road, and this is your outcome energy. I'm also getting this energy that's coming through. Love finds you on the path you took to avoid it. That's what's coming through. Love finds you on the path you took to avoid it. So for some of you, you may have taken yourself out of the dating game for a while to really focus on yourself, your finances, and you may even have had a contract at work, or if you're retired, you're focusing on your true life's calling. I really get a sense here that you're making adjustments in your life, and it's like you're not seeking love when you meet love. That's what I'm picking up here, okay? Now, when you meet this new person, I get a sense of hesitation. So, because it's almost like, because we've got the cross here as well, you know what you sacrifice when it comes to love. You give your all. You give your time, your energy, your love, your heart, of course. And if there's balance, you can make it work, but you may have a lot on, and that's why you're thinking that all these responsibilities you have, you may feel that you don't have space for love in your life right now. Even though you may want it, I feel like you've been trying to create space, but I feel there's this energy of you, when you meet this new person, it's like, oh, I got a lot on right now, and although this person's wonderful, I've also got things I got to focus on, and I feel like you're going to be feeling a little bit pushed and pulled in many different directions. You're going to make it work. It's going to naturally, organically work, okay? Because the cross represents sacrifice, okay, or obstacles. So I just want to pull a card on that, because we've got, I mean, the outcome energy is the dog and the stars. And in the Lenormand deck, this is really about loyalty and a wish being delivered and you being in the right place at the right time, and that hope is returning to your love circumstances. But there's an energy here of uncertainty at first. So I'm just going to pull a card on that, because it can mean when you meet this person, either you or they are either going through a transition period as well. They may be going on a business trip or a vacation or a long distance thing, okay? It could be that they're in the period of like moving state, and then you meet each other. It feels inconvenient. That's what I'm picking up on. That doesn't mean it's not going to work, because long term I see, you know, a high level commitment, that it all works out, all comes together. But there may be some adjustments that need to be made at first, okay? Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. So for example, because my guys just said, for example, if you meet this person and they were about to go on a sabbatical where they've taken a year out to go traveling, for example, and they've got all their plans, their travel plans sorted, they've got them all in their mind, they may have even booked some of those things, and then you meet this person and it's love, and they're like, oh, they don't really want to be away from you for a year, but at the same time, they've got their plans, you've got your plans. Could even be vice versa. So I feel there's something that perhaps is like, it's not a fly in the ointment, because I feel you and this person, you work it out, but it may be something that it's like they'll make some adjustments to be with you. And I feel you don't really want them to change their plans for you, but love steps in and it's like, well, you make it work. It just works, okay? So just let me just see what that is. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide? I mean, for some of them, I feel it's, the main energy I'm getting here is that they may have been offered a lucrative deal in their work, and it may be to travel somewhere, or it may be to relocate somewhere. And I feel they've got some decisions to make. Yeah, look, the Seven of Cups. They've got some decisions about like a new start, fresh new start. So we've got the Four of Swords here. So that's a solitary energy that you're in right now. And I feel, you know, you're busy either healing from previous experiences, or you're finding clarity about what you really want. And I feel you've taken a break, or in some way you've taken yourself out of the dating scene for a while. Three of Pentacles, I feel like in some sort of physical gathering where there is a group of people that come together, I feel like you will meet this person, or you will meet this person at a place where there are people coming together. But the Three of Pentacles actually indicates, you know, an engineering of a plan, or, you know, some sort of plan. And I mean, the Ten of Pentacles is like money or family oriented energy. It could be that this person is thinking about going back to live where they their family is. With the Two of Wands there, it's like they have a plan that they are going to orchestrate, or that they've been designing for quite some time, and they've been yearning to get it off the ground. But I feel then they meet you, and we've got the Seven of Cups there, which means there is option. Okay, they're dreaming of a future, and I feel like you're dreaming of a certain future. And it's like you meet each other. There's like this sudden new path that is opening up where both of you have to take a chance that it's going to work out. And I really feel it will. But I do see something at first being difficult at the beginning of your relationship. Okay, don't let it put you off, because I feel this person is the person for you. But again, I feel like you make some adjustments. Okay, so you make it work, whatever it is. It could be that they're working long distance, or for a short period of time. Perhaps they took up a contract, or you do. Or if you're retired, it could be that they've just decided to move to a different area, and it'll be like a little bit further away. So you'll make it work, you and this person. We've got the dog there, which represents a very loyal relationship. Instinctively, I feel you and this person belong together. I do feel that there's a high level commitment coming on in here for you. And this person is faithful, they're kind, they're loving. They sit by your side through thick and thin. Okay, they're always there for you, this new person. And this is a really trusted companion and friend, someone who's very supportive, very protective of their love for you. And when you look up the Lenormand meaning of the dog, it represents soulmate. Okay, so I do feel this is a soulmate here that's coming in for you. And we've got the star energy, which is, you know, hope, a bright future to look forward to. The universe is orchestrating a meeting with you and this person, and they're aligning you. I feel you and this person, your goals are very similar as well. And I feel like you make progress in this relationship. And I do feel you're connected. There's an otherworldly, like spiritual connection between you and this person. So how you meet at the beginning, again, I get this sense love finds you on the road that you took to avoid it. And I feel this person is kind of on a similar journey. But when you meet each other, it will develop. But there is an initial like, oh, how are we going to work this one out? Okay, so let's get to the details. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Virgo? Four of Wands. Now that's interesting, because Four of Wands represents, you know, halfway to marriage. Sometimes the halfway to marriage is visualizing it. Visualizing that you'll be in a high level commitment with someone. You're manifesting, you're focusing on it. Also with the Four of Wands, that's really about getting out there, letting your hair down, getting into company of good people, you know, going out and having fun. So I definitely see that you're going to be getting some invitations in the next coming months. How would you like to receive? Okay. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please, guys? I mean, the Ten of Pentacles is showing up there again for you. And we have the Six of Air there as well. Okay, which represents you being guided to discover new lands. We got the Emperor energy. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Virgo? What are they meant to be aware of? Can you please guide them for their highest good? What are they meant to see regarding this new love that's coming in for them? Okay. I'm just going to pull one more card, because I do feel there is the potential here for a reunion with someone from your past. Now, not many Virgos are going to want to know that. You don't want to go back. Virgos tend to cut loose from the past and move forward only. But because you start with the Four Wands, there's a potential for someone to ask for a reunion, or for you to hear from someone. Especially when Venus goes retrograde, it does mean that people from the past start to really long for a person they used to connect to. So we'll check that out in a moment. Yeah, look at that. We've got the Judgment card there as well. So you do have a choice. We've got the Four Wands as your starting position, getting out there and having fun, taking the initiative to have new experiences. I get a sense here that some of you are going to be connecting to either invitations that come through, but also some of you may be thinking about picking up new hobbies or something that really excites you. The Four Wands is really about being very creative. It's also about being prepared to meet the one, having a vision of what it is that you desire in a love relationship. As you can see, we've got the home space there. Actually, when I touch it, they're showing me an image in the water right now of a fireplace with a burning fire. Okay, so you're looking for someone who has that spark, someone who has that chemistry, because you could be in a room full of very attractive people, people who really get you, people who are on the same level of you, the same level as you mentally as well, but they just don't have that thing, that spark, that something other that you're looking for. And I feel that you have been searching. And with the Hermit energy, I feel some of you have felt a little bit alone or isolated, or you've taken yourself off grid. You've taken a pause from dating scenes because you just feel it's oversaturated, and there's only people out there who don't resonate with you or don't attract you in some way, and there's a level of disappointment, or you're bored, like, you know what, it just doesn't. So I feel like some of you may have been focusing on other things because you just think there's just no one out there right now, so I'm just gonna do me. But with the Four of Wands here, I really feel that you are finding a way to get out there and have fun. Now, it could be that you're going to be out with friends and you meet this person, but I have to pull a card on this Four of Wands because this Four of Wands can also indicate reunion. It could be someone from your past. Doesn't have to be someone that you were in a relationship with. I want that to be clear. Doesn't even have to be an ex. Can be someone that perhaps you had a connection with, some chemistry with from the past, that perhaps it wasn't explored. So there is a potential for you to either be invited to a reunion or to reconnect with people that you haven't seen for a while. So I'm just going to pull a card on that because I'm picking up on about 27%-ish energy of Virgos out there connecting to people that you used to know, but it doesn't have to be an ex. So I just want to, Two of Cups, look at this. Yeah, Eight of Cups. Okay, so the Eight of Cups can indicate something that either you walked away from because it wasn't emotionally fulfilling, or someone walked away from you. Okay, so I'm just going to clarify that card. This is really a rejection energy, or, and I'm again picking up this very strong energy because Eight of Cups doesn't always mean rejection or going, someone leaving. It can also indicate a journey of discovery, letting go and seeking greater meaning. And the Two of Cups, I really feel, there's definitely a soulmate union coming in for you, a high level commitment, one that I feel you will marry someone, I feel in the next 4 years, you will have settled down with someone. They're giving me 4 years. You will have settled down with someone and got married, okay? I don't feel like you're taking it too fast or too slow. I just feel it's a natural progression with whoever you decide to connect to. But I'm very strongly picking up this energy of this new person. Their energy is the strongest in this reading. And I feel this new person, it's like there has to be a distance, or there's some sort of pause or separation between you both at first before you connect to each other, but you're still in contact. You're still making a commitment to each other. Okay, this is the new person. They're either traveling or they're venturing to another state, or there's something. I've already talked about that, so I won't go on about it, but that is your soulmate. That's the person. Okay, but I'm connecting to someone that perhaps is no longer in your life, someone that you, the 27%-ish energy that I'm picking up for Virgos who are connecting to a reunion, okay, I do feel that there could be a restart in the chemistry. So Two of Cups tells me that this person re-enters your life, and it ends up into a high-level commitment. I mean, look at this. The Ten of Swords is like the end of something, or the point of epiphany. It can be that this person realized that you don't exist in their life at the moment and they really want you back in their life. It could also be that there was a painful ending between you and this person. You may have fallen out, or the star energy indicates healing in this circumstance. And the Ace of Cups is shown up here. So this person has intentions of love for Virgo, because this is your card. The High Priestess is Virgo energy. I also feel there is a potential that this person had unrequited love, that if you were not in a relationship with this person found it very hard to sort of, you know, be on the sidelines of your life or not be in your life anymore, and they hadn't articulated their feelings for you. But they are going to do that now. As they've matured, I feel like this person from your past is going to really articulate how they feel and how they, you know, they believe you're the one. And I do feel both of you could be in a high level commitment. There was chemistry before, okay? So I'm going to move on from that energy, because that's if you want to reunite. Not everybody does. For those of you who want to move on and find someone new, okay, because the Six of Swords tells me that the majority energy here, you're leaving the past behind and you're exploring new lands. What's been crossing you? The Hermit energy, okay? You've just been vibing at your own frequency, doing you, because this is also a Virgo card. You're showing up strongly in your reading. The Hermit energy indicates that you've been on a necessary quest for meaning. You've taken some time out of the dating scene in order to renew your faith in love, or really just discover more about yourself, you know, almost like embrace new ideas, go through a period of personal development, really focus on your projects and gain wisdom about yourself and life in general. And the Hermit energy here indicates that some of you may have had experience in love where it's like the one that got away. But remember, what is meant for you will never pass you by. I do feel like there is someone arriving in your life very, very soon who will have a huge impact on you and your life moving forward. And you will set up a home with this new person, okay? The fear, because this is a challenging position, okay, when you have it crossing. The crossing card is always a challenging position, and there could be someone who kind of comes in and out of your life occasionally, or even in and out of your head occasionally. You think back to somebody and it's like you have to make a choice. Is this something you really want to connect to again? And if not, then it's time to let it go. Or if someone keeps coming in and out of your life and leaves you standing lonely, or just leaves you like isolated, shut out in the cold sometimes, you have to ask yourself, what are you getting out of that situation? Is it rewarding? And if it's not, then I feel like you're leaving it behind. But I feel with the Hermit energy that now, as you can see, this figure is fishing. So I really feel it's time for you to shine your wonderful light. It's time to put yourself back in the dating scene, because you're about to meet someone new. But it's really interesting. No matter how much I say, put yourself back into the dating scene, I feel you actually find love on the road that you took to avoid it. That's the energy I've got coming out. And I know that sounds like an opposing energy, but I got to be honest with what's coming out. I feel you're doing something for you when you meet this person. So whether it's you're committing yourself to a goal, a dream, your true life's purpose, your mission in life, or whether it is you are, you know, going to the gym, or having a hobby, or doing something that you feel is necessary to work on, perhaps some spiritual gifts that you're developing at this time. Some of you may be even going on a spiritual retreat or some sort of vacation where you're off to discover yourself or find yourself, shall we say. Whatever it is you're doing for you, this is where you meet the person, okay? We do have a Ten of Cups, so you are deep down calling in a relationship, one that you'll be very happy with. You're happy ever after, someone you can rely on, someone who you want to be there for, someone that you can, you know, give them all the love that you have to offer, and also feel that you are loved and protected in return. I get a sense here that the Ten of Cups is really about peace, serenity. You don't want dramatic relationships. You want passion, of course. You want intensity. You want honesty and love. But at the same time, you want something that isn't so dramatic and like scattered and so intense that you don't know where you stand, or it leaves you confused, I do feel like you're calling in a high level commitment. Okay, now we got the Ten of Pentacles. It's in your past position. A lot of you have been focusing on your true life's purpose, finding, you know, where you belong in life, focusing on your finances, working really hard, focusing on your projects, and you know, you're very family oriented as well. But with the Ten of Pentacles, this can also be about you looking at cycles in your life that continue to come back around. Okay, it could also be you looking at past situations that you've experienced, perhaps ancestral lineage or ancestral lines, ancestral wounding, experiences that perhaps continue to be a cycle in your life or your family's life that some way influence your love situation. So for example, if you witnessed parents cheating when you were younger, you may have picked up an insecurity about cheating, and you may feel that this is a worry, and it's almost like a self prophecy in the end. You know, when we focus on something that's really negative all the time, we can attract that into our life because thoughts become things. So I really feel you're looking at things that perhaps have been very cyclical in your life and keep coming back around. If you're attracted to the sort of person who brings a lot of drama into your life, or someone who perhaps is emotionally unavailable, I feel like you're trying to block yourself from attracting those people. And I feel like older and wiser as you mature, you recognize what you want, who you want, and that now is time to settle down. Okay, we do have the Six of Air, which means you are moving out of difficulty. You're being guided out of a troubling situation, and I feel like you're about to discover new lands. Six of Air really is about gaining greater wisdom, and that yes, there have been turbulent moments, but you're in a transition to something better. I feel like you're stepping into the unknown. This figure is like looking at where they belong. As you can see, the anchor there, it's like you want to settle down, but where you settle is important, and you haven't found what you're searching for yet. So I feel like you are on not just a personal journey of discovery, but also you're searching for something other that you haven't discovered yet. And some of you may be thinking about traveling or even relocating, and I really get a sense that you're just drifting or wandering right now. And when you're focusing on something for you, shining that wonderful light of yours, building your confidence, that's when you meet this new person. But I ultimately feel that you're being guided out of a difficult situation, or you're leaving a very chaotic situation behind in order to embrace a new future. We've got the star energy here. I mean, this is very relevant. Even the Hermit energy has a star there, and the star is in your Six of Air, which tells me, especially since your overarching energy has stars right at the end, it tells me that you're aligning yourself with this person, even though you don't even realize it. And I feel like there's a brighter future for you to look forward to. We do have the Moon card. It's in the near future. So a lot of soul searching. Again, I get this sense of you not finding what you truly desire, or you're seeking something that you haven't found yet. And some of you are sorting through some trust issues that perhaps you experienced because of previous situations. The fox can represent like sneaky, or like if you tend to meet people who are charming or manipulative or who have hidden intentions, I feel like you're resolving some of those feelings within yourself and really building your intuition so that you notice any red flags. But this new love that's coming on in, I feel they've gone through a previous experience similar to yours, a separation that they have been getting closure on, and it has made them really respect love and not take love for granted. Okay, so this new person, they're very intuitive, and you have the Emperor energy. So the Emperor energy is basically your advice to yourself in this moment, and I feel like you're looking at all your attachments to previous experiences so that you can overcome them and like release them. When you get the Emperor card in the advice position, it's really about you owning your story and recognizing that any past experiences that you had, they are narratives that no longer exist. We can choose to be formed and shaped by them so that we can learn, or we can choose to be formed and shaped by them and trapped by them. And I feel you have a choice, and you're letting go of the past. You are also becoming a divine counterpart, someone who is ready to meet their divine counterpart. So I feel like you're in a period where you are, you know, knowing what you want, you're focusing on your projects, you're just doing you, and the Emperor energy indicates that you are ready to settle down. And you know, I feel like there's an energy here of you knowing that you will have a choice, knowing that, or building your confidence to such a degree that you start to realize that you are a gift in a relationship. Okay, because I feel like that's taken you a long time to learn. Now, right now in the water, they're showing me a huge mountain. A huge mountain. Okay. Either this is you found love like such a difficult experience, or you just feel like you have a long way to go before you feel it's time to open up to love, or that you feel love has been a bit of an obstacle for you. Some of you may have been shy, or you've been facing some fears because you've experienced some things in love that have been really confusing or difficult. But I feel like you will overcome that, okay? I mean, some of you may have even booked travel to go somewhere where there is a big famous mountain. I'm not really sure. So, yeah, they're just showing me that in the water. So I'm just going to leave that there because it's a odd image that's come up. The external circumstances, we got the Page of Cups. Now this tells me that there is new love on the horizon. The external circumstances indicate circumstances beyond your control. You've got the Wheel of Fortune. So this means destiny is intervening to put someone new on your path. Page of Cups tends to represent new, someone new coming into your life. Someone, I mean, you may meet this person at a place where you volunteer your energy or you volunteer your time. It tends to represent new love, someone who's very curious about you that will pop out of nowhere. As you can see, that fish does not belong in that cup. So I feel just when you're focusing on something for you, or you're enjoying something that you are creating for yourself, then out of the blue, love pops up. You know, if you think about that teacup, it's like you may have, this figure has made that tea for themselves, they're about to enjoy it, and suddenly there's a fish in there. It's like, oh, how did you get there? So I feel this person who's new is just going to pop up in your life, and the universe orchestrated a meeting between you and this person. Some of you may even do some charity work, or you're invited to a charitable event, and I feel this is somewhere where you could also meet this person. But it's the start of a wonderful new beginning. This is a card of intimacy, where you get to know someone on a deeper level. It's a very playful relationship, very adventurous relationship. I get a sense here that this person loves dancing, because they're giving me this energy of they're actually asking me to focus on the shoes. I'm seeing an image in the water of these like dancing shoes. So either this person actually dances, or maybe you meet this person at like a dance class, or somewhere where you learn a dance, like, I don't know, tap, samba, merengue, I'm not really sure, foxtrot. I mean, they give me different types of dances, doesn't matter. Some of you may have been thinking about going to a dancing event, or there is dancing where you kind of really connect to this person. So listen. So look out for that. I was going to say listen out for that, because they're now giving me a song as well. Let me connect to the song. Wow, I'm just getting lots of images all of a sudden for you. Maybe you're even dancing to this song. It's quite a slow song, so maybe not. Anyway, let me get to the song. Ooh, baby, I love your way every day. I want to be with you night and day. Okay, oh gosh, that song is really famous and familiar. I mean, I think it's called Baby I Love Your Way. You know what? It's really funny. I think it's actually by a band called Big Mountain. And they were showing me like a large mountain in the water earlier. So maybe that's an indication. Listen out for that song. It may mean nothing to you in this moment, but in the next 6 weeks, you may hear it on the radio, or you're walking down the sidewalk, someone drives past you and it's playing in their car. Listen out for it. It's a signpost to let you know that there's someone new coming in and it's love. Page of Cups, the start of love, okay? Someone who's enthusiastic to get to know you better. They may be connected in some way to your true life's purpose. I get a sense of happiness with this person, okay? There's receptivity as well. Now, we got the King of Cups, hope and a fear. You're looking for the big love story, because I feel like you've experienced previous circumstances where your needs were not met. You're an overgiver. You're someone who has believed in love in the past, but you may have been hurt, or you may have not had an opportunity to be in a loving relationship, but you're getting a love that is like the top love that love has to offer. Someone who's intuitive, someone who's kind, someone who's supportive, someone who can see a future with you, someone who's protective. And I feel your fear here is someone who is emotionally manipulative, because I feel like you may have experienced those sort of people. Someone who takes or mistakes, shall we say, your kindness for a weakness, or someone who's just emotionally hesitant to express themselves. That would be awful for you. I really get a sense that you're looking for someone who is vulnerable and open. And I don't mean vulnerable as in, you know, they're needy. I really get a sense that you want someone who you can explore life with. You can talk about everything. Someone that you feel safe enough to, you know, trust them with your story, and vice versa. You want someone who you can get to know on a deeper level, because I feel like you've outgrown situations that are on the surface, or you've never been that sort of person anyway who's wanted superficial connections. You've always sought deeper connections, and you're about to meet someone who can give you what you desire in a relationship, and vice versa. Now, your outcome energy, we do have the Strength card, which means partnered with the Three of Cups and the Five of Swords. It can tell me that some of you may have been cheated on, or you've had experiences where perhaps you've had heartbreak and you've been relying on your friends to help you through a very difficult period. I really feel like you're mending, and although if you've been hurt in the past, you may have left a part of yourself with that person, I really feel that you're cutting things out and you're moving forward, okay? I get a sense here that you're blossoming. You've gone through a major period of personal development, and I feel that it's important not to overthink love and the dating scene, because the right person will not treat you in the same way. It's going to feel easy. It's going to feel organic. We do have the High Priestess. That's the Virgo energy right there. Some of you may be a little bit shy, or you're hesitant to launch this big love story. Some of you may also be developing your spiritual gifts and put yourself on a course of learning, or because this card is all about the in-between worlds. Deep down, you know that there is change, that you're about to meet someone. You can feel it. You can feel it in your subconscious energy. But also I get a sense here that you need to take action in some way and honor your own feelings. You tend to be a little bit, it's not that you're reserved. I feel like you have become very insular, perhaps in the last couple of years, and I really get a sense of you allowing yourself to shine your wonderful light. We do have the Judgment card, so that's wake up time. It's a wake up call. It's really about you connecting to your true life purpose. It's an awakening, shall we say. It's like get busy living or get busy hiding. So I feel like you do have a choice, and I know that sounds really harsh, but if you take one step, the universe will take 10 steps towards you. Also with the Judgment card, it really indicates that after a period of self-reflection, you understand what you need to do to make your dreams a reality, and you're being called forward to take those steps, okay? The Judgment card is also a card of reuniting with somebody, or a second chance at love. So I've pulled cards already on you reuniting with someone, and you've gone through that, so you know what to expect. But also with the Judgment card, I really get a sense that you're leaving your old life behind, or you're taking a new approach to the dating scene, and fate intervenes to bring you this new person. So I feel that there is a surprise meeting for you, and I feel that this will be a very long-term, loyal, loving relationship with a soulmate, okay? So I'm quite excited about this. You're following your heart, and in so doing, you're meeting someone new. Now, I'm just going to pull some final cards, because we all have lessons to learn whilst we are either with a person or even in a solitary energy. If we're looking for love, These are things that you need to be reminded of, or things that you need to work through before you meet someone new, because we're all spiritually evolving. So they want 3. There we go. Now, the first card here is I am beautiful. Remember, you are attractive, and you are attracting someone right now because you're changing your frequency and you're building your confidence within yourself. There is only one you, and that is your superpower. You can't be anybody else. So embrace who you are, because there is a person coming into your life right now who's going to love all aspects of you. And we've also got I am good enough, and you are, my beautiful Virgo. So don't ever doubt your wonderful self. Even if you had low confidence when you were younger, or even some previous experiences perhaps that you've had, you may have been bullied. Doesn't mean that you had a past relationship that broke up. Can be that you were bullied when you were younger, or you always felt like you're on the outside looking in, and it's been hard to connect to people. But this new person who's coming in, they vibe at your frequency. They are your kind of person, and I feel it's a rewarding relationship where both of you help elevate each other, but also you come out of your shell and really blossom with this person, and so do they in your company as well. And we've got I am happy. Okay, it's interesting, it's number 17 as well. Number 17 is a star energy in your reading. You've had many stars showing up for you. So I also feel noticing stars everywhere you go will indicate that you are about to meet someone new. There is a new path to embrace. But I am happy. Okay, when you're doing something for you and it's fulfilling, that's when you start to really have that glow up. You start to change your frequency, and you enter into the law of attraction at a higher frequency. So you're matching someone that you've been wishing for. Okay, so I'm just going to go and get a trinket before we close. Thanks so much for it, guys, guardian angels. They've only given me 1 key. Okay, so this is the most important key, though, that's in there, because it says here, like, there's like planetary alignments, and if you can see, you probably can't because it's so small. There's a little heart on the key as a nubbin. So I do feel like you're going to unlock your heart to someone. You're going to entrust someone with that key, and I feel that there is a very rewarding relationship coming on in here that is for keeps. Okay, I'm getting a sense that this person is a keeper. So I will leave it there. I hope something resonates in this reading for you. If it does, please like and subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is so important for me too. Also, you may see lots of images of keys with hearts in them. I mean, it could be a key in the shape of a heart, or it could be a key that has a heart embossed on it. So look out for those, because again, that is a signpost for you that love is very close. Okay, so we'll leave it there. Thank you so much, and love and light.